everybody. We're all back. We're doing stuff today, thankfully. Hello, I'm in 3D. The tracking is it's hard to get right though. I'm trying to do full motion mocap, but I don't really. The issue is like setting it up. I have a very tall monitor. And also, it's just detecting my arms for no reason when I'm in full body mocap. But anyways, welcome in, welcome in. Let's check out full body, why don't we? All right. So, I'm probably gonna glitch out a little bit. Hello, everybody. I can move. I can sort of walk. My legs, unfortunately, don't have joints, so you can't really see me walk, but you can see me very angrily emote. Babada boopy, babada boopy. I'm also gonna zoom it in really quick. So where the fuck have I been? Where the fuck have I been? God. I am never beating the allegations, man. I have been trying to get Linux working for the past... I don't even know how long. Probably like a month. I have finally just given up. I've called quits on this stupid Linux bullshit I was doing. Look, I really hate Windows. And I really wish I could just switch off Windows. But I can't. That's not something I can do right now, anyways. I gotta turn up the gain on this. Alright. So, that's where I've been. I have been trying to get, like, everything working, basically. Hold on. And it's been so unbelievably ungodly hard actually doing what I need to get done to actually be able to use Linux in a way that would be considered viable. I really also do not want to hear the words, "You did not try hard enough," because I guarantee you, I did. I spent a month on this fucking experiment, and I did not like it. I didn't care for it. It wasn't fun. Bazai, I thought the point of immutable operating systems was that they can't break. I thought that was the point. I have thought that that is the entire reason I went to Bazite, was because it can't break. It broke 4 fucking times. I have had to reinstall Bazite at least 5 times in the past week. And then I was recommended Debian. You know, I was recommended Debian, which Debian's okay. I like Debian for the most part. I have a couple issues with Debian. Mainly the fact that it didn't fucking work. I liked Ubuntu and Zorin mainly. However, Zorin used a fuck ton of RAM, and also I couldn't get VK capture working on it. So back to the drawing board. Skip, skip, skip. Back to the drawing board. I go back to Bazite. Bazite breaks again. Goes completely unstable. I go back to Nabara. Multi-streaming doesn't work on Nabara anymore for some reason. I don't know why. Just complete random. It was working before. It's not working now. Wait. Did it not repeat my playlist? Oh, come on. Fuck it that way. There. I've been looking into, like, so many different things of mainly how to make everything better. And I found the way. Meet 3D me. Temporary. I have had this model in the work. You know, I've had this model for a while. Everyone knows this. It was like my first moving model that I had. And I switched to live 2D. However, something I'm realizing is I am not a very talented puppeteer. However, I'm really good at being over animated and moving around all the time. So I decided this would be probably the best thing for me. Also, I kind of need to move around anyways. Gonna be real with you guys. I need to move around more. The amount of times I have just like sat down and then... Okay, keep in mind, it's not sat down and then not be able to move. It's sit down and then I need to move, but I don't feel like it. You know what I mean? Like, you just sit down. You sit at your desk, you know, go whoop, like so. And then, oh wait, hold on. I moved really far away from the mic there. And then you just sit down, and then you don't want to move. Your muscles and your joints stiffen up a little bit. That is the curse of fibro. In case you're wondering why the hands were going crazy, it's because when it can't see my hands, it doesn't know what to do. So, yeah, I have to kind of like do a lot of fuckery and trickery and all that. I also have to just kind of get into it and set it up properly. I don't really know what any of the settings mean. And I know that's like, you know, oh, you're stupid. You should learn more. Issue is, I don't really know how they relate to my webcam too much. My webcam's one of those weird ones. It has a little ring light on it. It's 1080p, 30... Actually, is it 60? It might be 60. It's, it is 30 FPS, yeah. It's 30 FPS. I'm getting a AI camera at the end of the month. If this all works out. I also have a lav mic that I can use, so I can actually like move around more. Because I'm kind of limiting my movement a little bit. I'm actually kind of doing shame to this software. Because I could do so much more with it, I'm going to be real. Like, if I get a lav mic, I could move like far away into the background. Behold the power of the sun. But yeah. That's kind of what I've been thinking. I really like doing these mannerisms. They're kind of inspired by Hugbees / how I used to act when I did like video essays when I was a kid. I used to, if you don't know, when I was 15 years old, 15 years ago, actually 16 now, I used to write really elaborate, long scripts, long video essays. I had one that was like 80 fucking part. That was like 8 parts, 10 minutes long each. It was an hour, and it was an hour and 20 minutes, and I don't remember what I was talking about. I really don't. I think it was a book. I think I did it for a project for school. But